This episode is brought to you by Casper Mattresses.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates.
Red hot comic book movie news, shooting up your butthole. The Weekly Planet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Nicholas Mason.
We're here, we've made it.
We've made it again.
Feels
episode
good.
265, I believe.
Oh.
But who's counting?
Well, you're counting, and who knows, you know.
Well, I have to, because I have to name the episode every
That's
week
true.
in a new file of things that we're talking about.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it'd just be a mess. It'd just be like the one about the blur, you know?
So it'd be a Friends episode.
It would be a Friends episode, yes. Weirdly homophobic.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Mason, our Christmas gifts are selling very well. Well, they're not gifts.
They're not really for Christmas. They're for any time.
They're for any time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Weekly Planet. It's like a mixtape of some compilations of some greatest episodes and a very special bonus, just a little Christmas episode where we talk about our favorite episodes. I don't know
My
how.
favourite Christmas movies.
Yes, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, favorite Christmas episodes of
Well,
this podcast.
I was going to say, what if it was just an episode where we talking about our favourite episodes of our own podcast?
Oh my god, I would love
That'd
that.
be so good.
You'd be no good at it. You wouldn't remember
I
any
wouldn't
of them.
remember anything that happens. You'd have a very precisely collated list. And you'd be like, what about the episode where this happened? I'd be like, I mean, it sounds kind of like something I would say. But I don't remember it.
They're still available.
Yeah,
I'll link them below.
for anybody who doesn't know, they're in it's a USB, but it's in a little cassette tape.
Yeah.
And it comes in a little cassette case. It looks great. They're already arriving.
But it's not
amazing.
actually a cassette. We should
No.
point that out.
Yes.
It's a USB.
If you put it in your tape deck, you will die.
It's got some, yes, you will. It's got some sweet BVS. It'll still play, but you won't hear it. You'll be dead.
You'll be dead, yeah.
Some Batman v Superman Weekly Planet artwork.
Oh, yes,
And
that's right.
look, it's the guy who makes them, he sold out all his copy and he sent out a bunch of them. People have already sent through that they've
He's
got them
quick.
already. And we just mentioned
What if
this
he does
last
other
week.
stuff?
Yeah. Like what?
Like maybe you come and fix my car, you
That'd
know?
be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they're still available. He's gonna make more. So if you want them, order them. It's probably just gonna be a limited run. And they're what? I think they're 18
They're
pounds,
18 pounds,
which is 22
But
US.
if you're in the US, or anywhere really, it'll just translate that for you. So,
Translate, okay.
Cheap, bloody cheap as chips.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
Mason, you know what else is great?
What is great?
The Defenders can't appear in other Marvel stuff, like either other TV shows or movies,
For 2 years?
for 2 years.
Oh, that's not great.
No, yeah.
I mean, it depends how you feel about the Defenders, I guess.
How do you feel
but
about
I
it?
overall quite like them.
Yeah. But even to do like have Daredevil appear in a movie
Oh.
or anyone appear in a movie.
And that's part of, I guess that's Netflix's non-compete
yes.
clause
Mm.
situation going on there.
So Marvel can't snatch them away and just do stuff
Is
straight away.
that, so that's every Marvel Netflix character. That
I believe
includes
so,
the
yeah.
Punisher and whoever else is left.
Yeah, well, I do wonder whether
Wizard?
it's... Yeah, the Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did he die?
Yeah, he died.
I love that effect, though.
I
What
was
series was
no.
that? Was that Jessica Jones?
That was Jessica Jones season 2, and the worst super speed effect I've ever seen committed to film. Yeah.
That might be true.
It'd be better just pause the camera,
Yeah.
have him leave the screen, and then switch the camera back on, and have Jessica Jones go whoa whoa whoa.
Because he
That'd be
wasn't
better.
even that fast
No.
from memory.
It was moderately fast.
Yeah, moderately fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that means from when the last show aired, because The Punisher, we found out, is airing in January, which is a hot time to drop a new
Garbage?
Netflix show, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
That's going to be cancelled as well, right? They're going to
Yeah, you would
release
think
it and
so,
then
yeah.
cancel it. Then they're going to
Uh-huh.
release the final Jessica Jones and cancel that.
Well, I mean, surely at this point, in order for Netflix to get any profit off this sort of stuff, people have to be fired up and excited about it and get people to subscribe.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing that,
No.
knowing there's not going to be any more crossovers. There's not going to be another season for sure.
Everyone's fairly confident that it's cancelled.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that means, is it two? So it's 2 years per character.
I believe so.
So-
I don't know that.
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
it'll be the Punisher comes out in 2019.
Yeah.
That means there'll be no Punisher in any other form of media till 2021.
2021,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that is disappointing because that puts paid to the long-standing rumor that Daredevil will be in Spider-Man: Far From Home for
Is
some
that
reason.
a long-standing rumor or just a thing you keep saying?
I keep saying it, but I heard it on the internet. And
Oh, okay.
Has the internet ever lied about anything?
Good point. Yeah, so
What
I
if
guess
we ever taken something from the internet that wasn't true and run with it?
that's a good point. I can also see Marvel, if they really want to use them, just say, we'll just give you $50 million.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Can we use them?
Mhm.
But that being said, Marvel TV and movies have enough stuff outside of Defenders
Yeah.
to keep them occupied for 2 years minimum.
Oh,
they
for
could
sure.
never drop them back in, and it would be fine.
There'll be a certain. Also, that just gets me thinking of how the tides have turned for Marvel. Now they could just be like, those minor characters, $50 million, we'll give it to you. Like 20 years ago, they were like, do you want these filing cabinets? We'll sell them to you for some sandwiches. Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, what an era. Both eras. Two different eras.
Two different
distinct in their
eras,
own
yeah.
ways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more curious to see what they plan to do after 2 years. Like,
Yeah, right, exactly.
maybe a break would suit it. You know, they can kind of revamp, and then 2 years, who knows where this universe is going to be, where even TV's at with the Disney streaming services.
Maybe TV won't exist anymore.
Maybe we're all dead.
Whoa.
Imagine that. Imagine if we're all dead and we can't watch new Defenders on Disney Plus.
Wow. You wouldn't-
Cruel. You
That
know what I
would be
mean?
cruel, yeah.
Fate's cruel hand.
Worse than death, you know?
Worse than death, yeah.
I mean, we would be dead,
Yes.
but the added indignity.
yes. Here's
You know?
some, yeah, I know what you mean.
Are they going to learn to work together when prior they didn't know how to work together, but then they work together for a little bit?
I mean, they will, but I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to see the process.
I wanna
you
see
know?
it, yeah.
You want to see how the working together sausage is made.
Correct.
Yeah, so there'll be a small vocal minority who'll be like, Daredevil's my favourite one. Where is he?
Yeah.
Bring back Daredevil. Here's a change.org petition. But most people, I think, will forget about it fairly
Yeah,
quickly.
I think you're probably right. Yeah. Here's something you won't see. Pixar's new project.
I might see a Pixar thing. I saw Incredibles 2, didn't I?
That's true,
Did
but that's
I? I
only
did.
only because it had superheroes.
Yep, correct.
And it was free,
Uh-huh.
and you liked the first one.
Yep.
Okay, this one is called Onward. It's going to come
Not
out in
gonna see it.
2020.
Ooh,
Stars-
that's the future, though.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Chris Pratt, Tom Holland. I actually wrote Tom Holland here.
Thank you.
Julie Louise Dreyfus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's set in a suburban fantasy world. It introduces two teenage elf brothers who embark on an extraordinary quest to discover if there's still a little magic left out there.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
Just still a little bit of magic though, Mason. Is it out there? Do you reckon there is?
I think there probably is
Just
just a little bit of magic.
Sounds a bit like Bright, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like the movie Bright, Mason. Elves were the 1%. Do you
Okay,
get it?
No, I saw some of that.
Do you get it or do you not get it?
Oh, I just got it. Nice. Look, it'll probably... You know what? I reckon they'll find a little bit of magic, and then they'll lose the magic, but then they'll discover that the magic is, in fact...
Magic.
The world around us,
Oh.
which is magic.
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not super... Like, I'm not as jazzed as I was for Pixar stuff, you know, say 5 or 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Especially after this recent animated movie we saw, which was better than anything I've seen animated in the last 10 years, probably. But, yeah, sure. This sounds okay. I do have a kind of I don't take issue with it, but it kind of... I'm back and forth on whether regular human face actors translate well to voice acting.
Oh, I see, because they do. I think the skill set is getting better, though.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Shrek era...
Yeah.
Some of those
Shreera.
Shreera. I think a lot of the performance was really flat
Yeah.
because they didn't have the actors.
I think
didn't
like
have any
Shark
work.
Tale. That's kind of, I think, is a really...
Yeah, that's the nadir
example
of
of
that.
that,
But I think
yeah.
it's getting a lot better. And
Yeah,
I
you're
think,
probably right.
I think also a lot of
Shrek fans.
a lot
Shrans.
of Shrans. I think a lot of voice actors are also like whenever they've got an off day or whatever, they're like, come do this new Netflix animated thing or whatever. Or come on BoJack Horseman for a minute, you know, kind of thing. So I think that which also feels like they're taking away work from
Actual voice
actors. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do people want famous actors as
I think
voice
it
actors?
helps in the marketing.
Yeah, right.
To be like, look who's in this. It's bloody blah, blah, blah.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
You know him.
Could you not think of a single famous person?
I was
just
going to
then?
say Zoe Saldana, but then I'm like, is she famous enough to put in there?
Right.
I mean, she's famous,
Yeah.
but she's not someone else more. I couldn't think of another famous person.
It's tricky, right?
She's not Tom Cruise, Mason.
Nice.
Has he ever done an animated character?
Mustard. No.
There is that Robin Wright Penn movie where it's about actors being young in Hollywood and they get replaced or something, and
I've
it's
not
got
seen
that weird effect. Remember that movie Scanner Darkly?
Yeah,
it's got that effect. It's from a few years back.
They're
Yeah.
all rotoscoped.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Scanner Darkly?
No.
I quite liked it from memory. It's got Keanu Reeves.
yeah, right.
And maybe Robert Downey Jr. But who's to
Okay,
say? Because
alright.
they're all someone drawn on that.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
whether that was an accident. Someone's kid got a hold of it and coloured all the cells in.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Scott Derrickson, director of, I think he did the one Sinister, the one where Ethan Hawke, Bagul, was in the pictures. And if you look at the pictures, then Bagul's going to come in your house and punch your kids. Bagul.
Huh.
You know, let's...
Speaking of Ethan Hawke, he was also in that weird rotoscoped animated thing.
Which one?
Was he also in A Scam in the Dark?
He might have been in Scatter Dark.
Is he in... I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke,
Yes.
rotoscope.
Rotoscoped.
Do you want me to look it up too?
No, please. Continue with your
No.
the thing you were saying.
I'm going to see if Robert Downey Jr. was in Scanner Darkly.
Okay. Let's all... Everyone out there, look up A Scanner Darkly
Please
also.
do. All right, Winona Ryder. Yeah, he was in it.
There you go. That's what
Woody
I'm thinking.
Harrelson. Alex Jones is in Scanner Darkly
Oh my
as
goodness.
Street Prophet.
They're all
That's crazy.
They're all failed entertainers. Everybody in the weird right-wing pundit lunatic fringe are people who wanted to be... You can cut this out. But it's just people who...
No,
wanted,
I'm
it's
not
people
gonna-
who wanted to be... How everybody just look at them for any reason.
Yeah.
And then they don't have the charisma and they're horrible people. And so they went...
Yeah,
"Oh,
like your Piers Morgans as well.
Yeah, the spokesperson for the NRA. She wanted to be she pitched a sitcom where she was a conservative radio host.
Right.
But a sexy
Oh, yeah,
conservative
that's
radio
right,
host.
yeah.
Like a sitcom and nobody bought it and now
Yeah.
she's a lunatic.
I'd buy that, Mason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I love all those people. I don't
What were we
know,
talking about
I don't
again?
know
I
why
forgot.
you would have a shot. Scanner Darkly, Mason.
Yeah, right.
Or
Uh-huh.
Ethan Hawke, rotoscope.
That's right.
Mm.
I was thinking of Before Sunrise and Before Sunset, but they're both live action films.
Absolutely, they are.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke was in the movie Waking Light.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Richard Linklater docu-fiction film.
Oh yep.
It's an animated film, but I don't think it's the thing that you're thinking of.
No,
Sorry, Mason.
that's quite alright.
He was in the movie White Fang,
Mm.
if you recall correctly.
You know what? I'm thinking of that movie where he's a vampire.
Predestination? No, the other one.
Yes.
The other one that was probably shot in Australia.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
okay.
that one. Yep.
Great. Daywalkers.
There we go.
Great. What do you think of Scott Derrickson returning for Doctor Strange 2 in 2020?
Cool. All right.
Yeah, well, he's doing it.
Nice. All right.
Uh,
Well, I can't change the outcome, can I?
The last Doctor Strange film ended with the promise that Benjamin Bratt would never walk again and that
right.
Baron Mordo would return to take out magic, stop people doing magic.
Yeah. Isn't it ironic that he's going to be using magic to stop people doing
That's
magic?
actually a really good point.
That's
Do you
really-
think anyone's going to point that out to him?
No.
Okay.
I think it's that kind of movie.
Do you think they're going to wait to say, just let him figure it out?
Just let him figure
Let
it
him figure it out.
And then he's killed everybody at the end and he's like, oh, well, I look like a real prat, don't I?
Well, I would be if I didn't kill everybody.
Mm.
Yeah. So look, I liked Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
More magic stuff, you said, I remember at the time,
Look,
and I
it's-
agree with you.
After a rewatch,
Yeah.
it grew on me a little bit.
Mm.
But, now that we've laid some more groundwork in Infinity War, of
Oh,
Doctor
there was
Strange
crazy
actually,
magic stuff
actually
in
doing
that.
magic stuff.
Dude, I want to see 1,000 of him again and all these weird...
Things got to turn into snakes.
Yeah.
If you're not going to... Baron Mordo's going to turn some stuff into snakes.
He
You
might
better
even turn
believe
into
it.
a snake himself. Do you think he will?
I think he's going to turn some stuff into snakes.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange is going to defeat those snakes. And then he himself is going to turn into a snake.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. hmm
And then Doctor Strange is like, he doesn't even realize he's using magic to stop magic.
No, Doctor Strange is going to turn into a mongoose. And then they're going to fight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the snake's greatest love, yes?
That's right, yes. Mhm.
Great. So, yeah, look, I'm not surprised. I guess everyone's coming back, obviously.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah.
We're going to get the return of the Ancient One?
No, she's dead.
Okay.
But maybe. Wong.
Rachel McAdams?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Bratt.
Yep. The Lamborghini that went off a cliff?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's back and it talks now.
I smashed your hands! I'll do it again!
Oh, I thought he'd be penitent.
No.
Sorry about your hands!
No, no.
Oh, wow.
You're on your phone!
Yeah.
You did this!
Come at me, bro! Also, I like how he's not Italian. He's just,
No, it's
he's just from wherever.
Well, it's like Doctor Strange. Where's he from?
Yeah, that's true,
Just a
yeah.
generic whatever accent. Yeah. Okay, did you think Henry
Hands at 10 and 2! Goggles and gloves, wear a seatbelt! I won't tell you again!
You know how we thought that Henry Cavill was leaving Superman and everyone said he
Yes.
was? Jason Momoa has said he's not. He
Oh.
said, I just talked to Henry. He's absolutely not leaving the character. He loves the character. He's not. 100%. He said whilst promoting his film set within the DC universe.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know.
There's definitely... This isn't going to leave a lot of loose ends that won't be tied up, for sure. Let's watch my movie, please.
Yeah.
Also, I don't believe that is really him because he called him Henry and not H-Dog. I mean,
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
yeah, that's a publicist talking. I feel.
The sound just cranked up on this real big time, so I've got to edit there in the
Cool.
post production, which
All right.
I'm going to have to fix.
Fix it in
It's not your
post.
fault.
No, but I started talking like this.
No, it wasn't you, but I just feel like there might be a weird little kick there. So if
okay.
everybody's like, the flawless editing, my ass, because that's what
Yeah,
people
right,
expect of this.
Yeah.
But no,
Do you think talking Lamborghini kicked it off?
I think it might have been. Yeah, it's always the trigger, isn't it?
Yep.
So look, do you think he's leaving that big? What do you think? Do you think they're just thinking moving a movie? If Aquaman does well, they're like, bring them all back.
I think maybe Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill had like a deep and meaningful conversation around like a fire pit on the beach or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it?
And Henry Cavill was humouring him.
Okay.
Or maybe Jason Momoa brings his own fire pit around the beach to
wouldn't he?
wherever.
And a
Like
steel drum.
Yeah, like he goes to Henry Cavill's house and he just sets up the fire pit. And he's like, "Come on, bro, bring it in, bro, bring it in. Now you're gonna be Superman again. We're gonna be superhero bros again.
I do wonder how
We're
this
gonna be
is gonna
Justice
go.
Bros again. Come on,
Justice
man.
Bros.
We're gonna be Justice Bros.
I mean, we all had fun with it, he says, to Henry Cavill. And he's talking to the audience as well, us people. So next week's episode will be a combination of both Aquaman, because we're seeing it this week early, even though it's everywhere else in the world, and Bumblebee. So that'll
Aquabee.
Aquabee.
Can you imagine such a thing?
Well, we'll have to next week.
Yep.
We'll have to do our best to kind of make that a reality. So yeah,
Because we've seen Bumblebee.
yeah.
So I feel we can talk about Bumblebee.
Literally just saw
but if
it,
we
yeah.
see Aquaman and it's not worth talking about, it's just going to be a Bumblebee episode.
Okay, great. Okay, what else are we?
Or we can use that time to imagine what an Aquabee would be like.
Yeah, flippers instead of wings. Yeah, can we make that an hour and 30?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Size of a dolphin?
No. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Cool.
The Sonic is up to something. So
Now we've seen numerous posters for the Sonic movie, many of which I was not sure were real or not.
So the first one was an outline, a shadowy outline. He's got muscular calves and
Very muscular.
like weird human legs.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And then there's the other one where he's sitting on top of the Golden Gate Bridge, and he's got one knee up and the other legs lying flat.
Yeah.
But they're way too far apart to be connected to a torso.
Well, he needs room for his junk.
Yeah, he probably needs. Yeah. And then there was a leaked image of him sitting in the back seat of a
Cop car?
or something, and
Or a Forest Ranger's car or
Yeah.
something?
But
With Chris Pratt in the front.
who was, I guess, if that image is real, considered for the lead, which went to James Marsden.
Okay, right.
So that's probably an old image. So I don't know. Anyway, they're all horrible. So what do you think?
I've got... Up until recently, I had no idea that there was going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
There's too much fur on it. Like,
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
mean?
Like, it's just like...
Yeah, well, he should be two-dimensional, or like he should be very stylized and
Yeah.
simple.
I don't
he
know,
doesn't. He shouldn't be a furry creature.
Because I look at, like, Detective Pikachu.
Well, I was just going to say
and
Detective
that looks
Pikachu.
great to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not... Maybe if you really love Pokemon, that doesn't, but...
You're right.
I don't know what is going on with that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but... Not good.
Right.
Do you think this would do well regardless, though? A Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
What's the plot of Sonic the Hedgehog? He just wants to Dr. Robotnik.
Get some rings, get some animals out of some robots.
Is that what's Dr. Robotnik doing?
He's putting animals in robots.
To what end?
I don't know, to
Milk 'em?
pollute stuff. Yeah, to
milk 'em?
To
Yeah.
milk 'em. You know how, like, there's a crab, there's like a metal crab, and you jump on
And
it,
you
there's
want
a
the
rabbit
you want
in
the
it.
crab milk.
I know, because there's a rabbit in it. If you want to milk a rabbit, you got to put it in a metal crab. You're not familiar with this?
Huh.
Yeah, and that's not just like a video game trope. That's a thing. That's a
Does
real
Dr.
thing.
Robotnik think he's going to get crab milk out of a rabbit? Because it's not. You need a crab. You're going to get, at best, you're going to get rabbit milk.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what his plan is.
Does Dr. Robotnik exist in the real world, or is it one of those ones where he lives in the fantasy video game world and then he's going to emerge into the real world?
I think he was at one point
A real man?
Jim Carrey, but that might not be right anymore. Yeah, he is. Jim Carrey's playing him.
Okay, then.
But Ben Schwartz is Sonic, and I like that casting.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah. So look,
Okay, Ben Schwartz sound. When I think of a Sonic talking,
yeah, he'd be a
I
good
think of Ben
Sonic
Schwartz.
talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we've turned it around in the space of one sentence.
I have faith in Ben Schwartz to make the best of this movie that won't be
Did
good.
they just hire him, though, because he's got the weird big hair in Parks and Rec?
Probably, yeah.
He's got the sweep?
I hope he just does John Ralphio.
Yeah, right.
That'd be amazing.
Uh-huh.
Well, they could. Oh, Urkel did a voice because there were two cartoons in the 90s, and one of them was Urkel.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who did the other one.
Jaleel White.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wait, shouldn't Sonic the Hedgehog have spikes?
He does have spikes.
Does he?
Yeah.
In
Which
the-
version?
In the leaked.
Sort of, because it kind of looks like fur.
That's what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know.
Yeah, hedgehogs have spines.
Yeah.
That's why he's so dangerous.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because you got your tanks of milk. You've milked all the animals, and he comes and he pierces them all with the spines.
all that crab milk is gone. You've
That's
lost
right.
it.
Yeah.
Or rabbit milk.
One of the-
Whatever he's up to.
All milk's good milk, man.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a big milk guy anymore. You?
Right. No.
I kind of eased off it. My dog's upset.
There is a picture of a truck, like a pickup truck,
Okay.
on the TV out there, and I think maybe she's gotten mad at it.
Great.
Yeah. The words Kevin Pollak have appeared on the screen, and she's very quiet. So either she likes Kevin Pollak or she's indifferent to Kevin Pollak.
Which do you think it is?
Kieran Culkin. I
She's
think
watching
she just-
Home Alone.
I think she just doesn't like character actors.
Claire's watching Home Alone. Is that what that is?
Look, I don't know. No, I think it's Freddie Prinze Jr. is in this movie.
Oh.
He's wearing a Letterman jacket. I think it's that
She's
one.
watching She's All That.
Cheers, all that, yeah. Mhm.
There's one of the McCulkins in that.
Yeah, Kieran Culkin's in it.
There you bloody go. Okay, what do
I mean,
we...
I don't remember him in it, but I've literally seen his name appear in the credits.
So he must be.
if he wasn't in it, that would be a weird twist, wouldn't it?
Certainly would be. Here's a weird twist, Mason. That's Star Wars news this week.
All right.
Pedro Pascal, we know, has been cast in the title role of the lone Mandalorian gunfighter that in the outer reaches of the galaxy. Got some other casting
Tell me
news.
something I don't know.
Some of these you probably know because it's already been leaked, but there's some newer names here. Gina Carano's in it.
I didn't know that.
Giancarlo Esposito is in it.
Okay.
Emily Swallow's in it.
Never heard of her.
Me neither. Carl Weathers is in it.
I heard of him.
Amid...
I thought he was dead.
No, he's alive.
Okay.
Omid Abtahi.
I was thinking of...
American Gods.
No, he's also still alive.
Yep.
Yep.
You finished American Gods, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Apparently the filming for that is not going well.
For which one?
For season 2 of American Gods.
Why is that?
Apparently...
Is it like a fight or something?
Yeah, the Neil Gaiman, the writer of the original novel, is apparently poking his nose in and being like, I don't care for this, I don't care for this, I don't care for this, you should change all the stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I think even some actors on set are making changes, and
Oh, God.
it's a whole situation.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well,
But I like the first one. It did make some changes to the original text.
Yeah.
But I think I said at the time, it's been so long since I've read that book that I didn't really notice.
that you're indifferent.
Yeah.
You had a Kevin Pollak
Yeah, I
opinion
really
about
Kevin
it.
Pollak'd it, yeah.
Great. Nick Nolte we knew.
Yep.
And Werner Herzog
In it.
in it. He
As an
acts
actor, does he?
occasionally, yeah.
All right.
So there you go. What is he
Yeah.
doing in that?
Dunno.
Yeah, that's good. There's some good names in this.
Yeah. I hope they recreate that famous interview that he did where he was being interviewed on a hillside and he gets shot and he keeps...
Is that real?
Yeah.
Like, not a real...
I think it's like an air rifle or something like that.
Oh, so it's not like he squibbed himself as a prank.
No, somebody shot him.
Mason, in 10 years from now, remind me to tell the story of how someone in my family might have accidentally shot somebody, but I can't tell it yet because it's
Okay.
It's probably a crime.
I think just saying that probably gives the police probable cause to raid your house and the houses of all your family. So.
Nobody was killed, and it was nobody I'm directly related to or that is alive. That being said, I'm distancing myself from this situation.
Okay then, terrific.
And I'm just joking.
Oh, you're just joking.
I'm just
Ty.
joking.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
But remind me in 10 years.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Joel McHale will be playing Starman in a Stargirl series.
Huh. You mentioned this earlier, yes.
Yeah, I was talking to you before the show, though, you're saying.
Yes, before
Yes.
the show. So,
Beck Bessinger is Stargirl, and I said, explain this to me.
okay, so...
Starman's your favourite.
Except that, and I was dismayed
Yes.
when you told me this, because the Starman I like is Jack Knight, Starman 7, who... Wait. Starman 7, who...
Did you just count all the Starmen in your head?
Yes.
That's incredible. I didn't edit that short, everybody. He just did that in like a split second.
So, my favourite is Jack Knight,
Yeah.
who's the son of the original Starman, who doesn't want the... He's the second son, he's the black sheep of the family, he doesn't want the gig, his dad's retired, the golden boy takes the role and then he's killed.
Yes.
And so he has no choice but to take it up.
be a
But he
Starman.
refuses to wear the costume and he thinks the whole thing's kind of stupid.
Yes.
And
this is the Alan Moore run, right?
no, this is James Robinson.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, sorry.
So anyway, and this was a new character invented for this
Yes, for this
run.
run, yeah.
And basically, he briefly then joins the Justice Society after there's 80 issues. Anyway, it's a long story, but it's my favorite continuous comic book run of all time, I feel.
Yep.
Anyway, after that, he briefly joins the Justice Society which also contains Stargirl, who is the foster daughter of Stripesy, who is... Okay, wait. Okay, so Stripesy was the adult sidekick of a kid superhero called the Star-Spangled Kid.
An adult sidekick of a kid superhero.
Correct.
Okay.
So they were called Stars and Stripes. The Star-Spangled Kid and Stripesy.
Where does this leave us for this particular incarnation?
Okay, so the Star-Spangled Kid grew up... Okay, anyway, so Jack Knight gives his cosmic energy stick to Stargirl because he retires and he goes off into the sunset.
Yes.
Right? And so I was dismayed because I really liked that character, and John McHale is too handsome to play that character.
Right.
Because he's cool, but he's kind of goofy and dorky and kind of like he's a weird hipster kind of character.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't going to work at all. But John McHale isn't playing him. He's playing the Star-Spangled Kid, Sylvester Pemberton, who grows up to be Skyman. But
Right.
in this, they've renamed him Starman.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you want me to do that again?
No, please don't. That makes perfect... I understand that.
Okay, right.
So basically, they've rejigged this character for this particular version.
Because...
Probably
now-
it's just a mentor.
Yeah, so basically, the original Starman and this Star-Spangled Kid were friends, and then Star-Spangled Kid grows up to be Skyman,
Yes.
and the original Starman built all his equipment,
Including the stick.
including the stick.
Love it.
So, there it is.
In summary, are you looking forward to this show?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
It'd be
then.
kind of cool. Also, in thinking all about this, James Robinson also has some sort of weird deal with DC that they can't use his version of Starman without anyone, without their
so
permission
that
for
may have
some
been why
reason,
they've done
which
this.
is why they've done this, I think.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. It's never happened before.
It really hasn't.
I don't know what leverage he's got on him.
Weird.
But he's never been any. I don't think he's been anything else. Like I would assumed he'd be in an animated thing at some point
Yeah.
or whatever. But he's no.
He's not in the mainline continuity, though, is he?
No, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he's met Superman's dad.
He met Superman's
Wait,
dad.
also no, he met Superman's granddad. He went back in time once.
Oh, how was that?
Pretty cool.
So he could show up in Krypton.
He might show up. Yeah,
I mean, he can't.
he can't obviously.
But imagine if
because
he
James
did.
Robinson will refuse. Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool stuff.
yeah. So I didn't know about this until like a week ago, but
Yeah.
Well, Stargirl, the series as a whole.
I didn't know either.
Yeah. Is this a CW?
I don't know.
Okay then.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yes.
Just quickly?
Yeah.
So you can judge the quality
Yeah.
of it?
Oh, we talked a while back. We talked about the channel Freeform.
Oh, yeah. We were
We
like,
didn't know
what
it
is
was.
that?
It's apparently
Coming to the DC Universe streaming service.
right.
That
Okay,
thing we
cool.
don't have here.
We don't have here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So Freeform was apparently ABC Family, but then it was all just like sexy teens, and so
Right.
they renamed it Freeform.
Okay, gotcha.
Mystery solved.
That makes sense. It used to be called Sexy Teens.
Sexy teens.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh.
What's next, Mason?
I don't know. What do you got?
Oh, yeah. That's right. I do this.
You're the one with the news. Sometimes I have news, but
But
very rarely.
you were giving so much information. I thought
Yep.
you were doing the news this week. Amy Pascal, who you know is a big head honcho over at Sony,
Boy, do I ever know that.
responsible for a lot of the pretty bloody hot run that's happening there at the moment. She and also a bunch of bad stuff. She says she's hoped they're committing Spider-Man to the MCU after Spider-Man: Far From Home.
They are committing him.
Yes.
Okay.
That
So they're not
thing-
going to claim him back. They're not going to be well, like we had one successful thing and one inexplicably successful thing.
Yeah.
We're taking him back.
I don't necessarily think this means anything.
Right.
But I know her and Kevin Feige are friends. And he was like an intern for her or
Okay.
a personal assistant or something years back. So they have a pretty good relationship. No kissing, as far as I can tell.
Huh, okay.
But yeah, I think
Because
that's
they're both high-powered sex workers. No kissing.
no kissing. That's right.
Rules are rules.
So I don't. This doesn't mean anything to me. Like at this point, I mean, it doesn't mean it's not bad news. We'll just got to see because things change. You know,
Yeah, right.
success and failure. You know,
Are one and the same.
yeah,
Correct.
No,
They're
that's
two
not-
sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah. Anyway, these
I
guys.
knew I'd hit some wisdom eventually. You just say random things
Keep
together.
saying things. Yeah. It's a roll of the dice.
It's a roll of the dice, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, good. He should be around, and he will be. But then I think if that's the case, does that mean they're going to try and push Venom into that universe, or is Venom going to be separate? And if he is he going to have his own Spider-Man? Then you got the animated stuff as well,
Yeah,
which
right.
they could, which they have. It's clearly open, or it's possible that they could bring in some live action stuff to that. So there's a lot going on. Do you agree that there's a lot going on?
There is so much going on. But again, like, it doesn't make sense for me to put this Spider-Man and this Venom together because they have no shared history.
No.
And the whole point of Spider-Man and Venom trying to constantly beat each other up. I was going to say try and kill each other, but Spider-Man really tries to kill Venom.
Yes.
But like the whole point is they have an animosity because of this shared origin. But if they're just if one's from space and one's not from space, how are they going to get along?
Do you think Sony could look at the success of Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, and go, well, look, we've got different versions of Spider-Man in that. Why don't we introduce a new Peter Parker to the Venomiverse?
Maybe.
Because remember, at one point there was going to be Batman Begins and Justice League Mortal.
Yeah,
and,
right.
You know what I mean?
But then it didn't happen.
And then it didn't happen. And there's multiple DC incarnations of people running around on TV. And
that is true. But I also think like animation's a different rule set.
It is different.
You know?
You're right, yeah. I just think they might be crazy or stupid enough to give that a whirl. Yeah.
Sometimes things are just crazy enough to work, you know?
Sometimes they...
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's good, Mason. Two sides of the same coin.
That's right.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real flip of pancake. Is that an expression?
It is now. It's a real flip of the pancake.
I make a lot of pancakes.
Yeah.
My kid loves banana pancakes. That's all I do in the morning.
Do you mean the Jack Johnson song?
No, I would never allow that in my house. That's a good song. I like that song. It's a fun song. It's a fun song. Okay, before we talk...
You don't... Look, all I'm saying is do not disallow Jack Johnson in your house because otherwise that's all the kid's going to be listening to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably
if
right.
If you're like, I will not have any Jack Johnson in my house, soon enough he's going to be bringing in a djembe.
Yeah, that's exactly
got a 12-string guitar.
I won't have it. Just quickly, Mason, people think you need flour in pancakes. Not true. You can do a flourless pancake.
Wow.
2 eggs. Crack in 2 eggs.
Flour's where all the taste is, but continue.
Disagree. 2 eggs, 1 banana, cinnamon, just a pinch of bloody baking powder. That's all you need.
I thought you were going to say a pinch of bacon.
Yeah. Look, I put in protein powder also, but if it's for a kid, that's all you need. It's got.
Unless you want a really bulky kid.
Yeah, really bulky, white as a fridge kid.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, that's a little recipe you can do at home, right?
Put that in your pocket for later.
Yeah. Okay. Chuck some fruit on there afterwards if you want, and maybe some coconut yogurt. It's up to you.
Wow.
Yeah. It's dairy free. It's gluten free. You know what I mean?
Yep. Doesn't sound like it's fructose free if you're throwing some fruit on there, though.
Well, it depends on the fruit you put in it, Mason. I mean, most fruit, if not all, has fructose. I don't know that for a fact. Anyway, what's wrong with fructose?
I don't know. Some people don't like fructose.
Some people are also allergic to fructose.
That's
if
true.
you have, say, an acid reflux, it can have dire consequences. Yeah, you'll shit your pants. That's not true. Okay, it might be. Mason,
yes?
There's going to be some Spider-Verse sequels and spin-offs. We talked about that last week. The Spider-Verse spin-off is going to be a female-led movie.
Spider-Gwen, maybe.
That's right. We know what it's going to be. It's going to be Spider-Gwen.
Yep.
Jessica Drew, who's also Spider-Woman.
Yes.
And Cindy Moon / Silk, the character Silk.
Cool, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't know much about Silk. What's
Neither
that?
do I. She is the... So Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider.
Did we talk about this recently?
I think we did. We all assumed for many years that it just crawled away and died.
We were idiots.
But
Man, we were so naive, weren't we?
But the retcon is that Cindy Moon was also bitten by the same spider and got slightly different powers.
And then she'd lay low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's going to be Spider-Woman, Silk. Do you think there's going to be like, I'm Spider-Woman, but I'm also Spider-Woman. You have to name yourself Spider-Girl or something. It's going to be like that. There's going to be mates.
Yeah, they're going to be mates.
Cool.
Probably his first names.
I liked in the new one how they were all mates. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. When I look at a mattress, I have one question. Is it?
Okay, I'm ready for this. Go
Just
ahead.
shut up and listen. All right?
This question better be good.
Is it cleverly designed to mimic human curves, providing supportive comfort for all kinds of bodies?
So your one question,
Yes.
constructed in your head to no one, just to yourself,
For all mattresses.
is that really long, that run-on sentence question?
Yes.
It's really great.
I think so.
You're very eloquent inside your head.
Well, you gotta be.
Yeah.
Well, especially when it's mattress related. Because, Mason, we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping, so you
If
should...
we're bloody lucky.
So you should be comfortable. The experts at Casper's work tirelessly to make a quality sleep service that cradles your natural geometry in all the right places. Head, neck, butt, spine,
Yep.
calves, hooves.
Second butt.
Yep.
Right?
Second
huh?
butt.
Right? Yeah?
I said hooves, but you said a weirder thing.
Yep.
Their breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night, and with over 20,000 reviews with an average of 4.8 stars across Casper, Amazon, and Google, Casper is becoming the internet's favorite mattress. But They're good. You've got one. It's good
good.
for unboxing. It's good for sleeping. When you look at it, Mason, does it answer the question, is this cleverly designed to mimic human curves, providing supportive comfort for all kinds of bodies, specifically yours? Specifically for your two butts, second butt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know.
I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m. tonight. Not because of the discomfort of the mattress. The mattress is very comfortable. I'm just going to snap open in the middle of the night and I'm going to think that question. That's all I'll be able to think about.
But you'll be able to get back to sleep.
I can't remember it. Yeah, I can't remember it now, but at 3 a.m., bam, it's going to be the whole thing.
You can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep-on-it trial and can actually get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/theweeklyplanet and by using The Weekly Planet at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's $50 off towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/theweeklyplanet and using The Weekly Planet. One word at checkout. Terms and conditions do continue to apply.
One would hope so.
Let's do the rest of the show.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about Spider-Verse Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
It's a long title, isn't it?
It's not that long.
Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse.
It's no The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
That's true.
It's no To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. Two drag-based movies that both have the same number of words in the title.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And one of them has Wesley Snipes?
Yes.
And Patrick Swayze?
You're correct.
I've seen some of that movie.
What I'm saying is it's a short title, relatively speaking.
Is that a Deep Impact Not Con Air, a Deep Impact, the other one situation?
I think they were a couple of years apart.
Yeah, okay. Thought they could cash in that Australian gem.
That's right.
The
Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the
movie
Desert.
I've never seen. Okay.
Guy Pearce is in it?
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving's in it.
Yeah. Okay. The box office weekend for this in the US was expected to be 35 million, but I guess positive word of mouth means it's probably going to hit about 40. But I think
So is it technically out yet? I'm really not sure.
yes.
Okay.
Let's say yes.
Huh. That seems low.
Yeah, I guess it will be. I feel like any sequel to this is going to be much higher.
Yeah, right.
And I think word of mouth is going to carry this over the summer. Like, this is going to be the one that just keeps making money. Kids are going, but this is going to be this year's The Greatest Showman, which made a lot of money over time.
There you
which I
go.
still haven't seen. But it's about a bunch of people going, accept me for who I am. It's one of the songs, probably. I haven't seen it.
Don't look too deeply into my actual biography.
All right.
I kept some slaves on P.T. Barnum.
Yep. Okay, so Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
It's a complicated world, Mason, it's a good thing that you're here to tell us what the story was.
Oh, no. Ooh, how much can we go delve into without spoiling this? Okay. So,
Yeah.
there's a universe.
Yes.
Where the Spider-Man, Peter Parker,
Yep.
he's killing the game.
He's loving
the
life.
best Spider-Man there is.
Yeah, he probably is.
He's cool. He's been doing it for a couple of years. He's nailing this Spider-Man gig.
8 years, I think he says.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah.
He's got the tech. He's got the
longer?
talent.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I think it's longer than 8 years.
And then,
Yep.
but then,
Yeah, I'm here.
but then,
There's another Spider-Man.
correct.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yes.
What's he?
I'm
I'm doing your work here.
Are you? No.
Come on.
No. But then there's another Spider-Man. He's from another
I
universe.
just said that. Not. There's Spider-Man. There's regular Spider-Man.
Regular
and
Spider-Man.
And in that universe, Miles Morales also appears.
That's right.
And then dimensional things occur.
A wild Miles Morales.
Dimensional things occur courtesy of some sinister villains, and then there's more than one Spider-Man person.
That's right.
So there's 6 to 8 to 10 less. I don't know.
You do know. You've seen it.
Yeah, there's a video on it of all the spider people that show up. I'll link it
Yes.
below, along with an Easter egg video, if you want to know a little
Ooh.
bit more bloody details and some bloody things that are in there. Because it's a bloody chock-a-block of comic book references, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Did you think this was a good film?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very good in a lot of ways.
Name some of the ways.
Well, it looked good. I liked the characters. The story was really well told. I liked every different version of Spider-Man and the way that they meshed together. I thought they did justice to all of them, and it left it open for a sequel without me rolling my eyes.
100% agree. Good night, everyone.
So,
All right, let's break it down. All right,
Yeah.
It looked great. Not only did it look great, it looked new.
Yeah.
Like, it looked, and there was a melding of styles. There was, it affect because the spider people are from various different universes in which the world just looks different.
Yes.
And they managed to put them together without it seeming jarring.
Yeah.
They all just looked kind of cool and interesting,
Yeah.
which I thought was great.
and on top of that, they carry over a lot of comic book things into it, like artistic things, like the dots the shading.
Yeah, the shading, the colouring, yeah.
The thought bubbles and the speech bubbles, and when they might have, if somebody falls off a building, there's like an as they fall down or whatever, things like
but
that.
But not overdone.
No,
you weren't.
It wasn't Ang Lee's The Hulk.
No,
it wasn't probably Sin City 2, which I haven't seen.
It felt like an interesting novelty, but it wasn't like when we get into the fight sequences, it's not like. Oh, okay, this is going to be a barrage.
You don't really notice it most of the time, I would say. Because, whenever they swing, or when he's learning to swim, there's the thwip.
Yes.
And you see the word come up. And it's just little, you wouldn't even know it was there if your dog's back. He's excited for Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse.
No spider dog.
No. Were you surprised and hurt by that?
No, because there's not really a spider dog in the Spider-Man universe.
I bet there is somewhere.
Probably.
He doesn't have like his own kind of crypto kind of thing.
But there were a lot of... I don't think so. But there were a lot of references to old school, without beating you over the head with it. There were a lot of
like the spider car,
and the spider copter. I think maybe I think there is. Yeah,
I forgot to put that in the Mace video.
And a lot of it's too late.
Yeah,
and a lot of like we see a lot of alternate spider costumes that aren't in use so much. They're in a inventory. They're in a little glass case.
Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler. Like because there's like the PlayStation 4 one, which wasn't in. I think it was in one of the trailers in the background, but some of those are like blank in the trailers.
Oh, I see,
I don't know whether that was a late edition or they were just hiding it. But no, I think the visual style to this, apparently Sony are looking to copyright, which they should.
How do you copyright a visual style, I wonder?
Well, it's pretty distinct. I guess using the comic book kind of stylings and...
Yeah, right,
But then again, is that like a thing that anybody
I feel that's
can
public
be able to-
domain.
Yeah.
But maybe it is in... Maybe if you get in quick.
Yeah.
Maybe in the context of a movie, but surely Batman did that first.
Yeah, well, that's probably true. And even things like the way they move, it's almost like there's panels missing sometimes.
Right,
panels of animation, so it's almost stop motion-y, like flip booky kind of.
Yeah, right.
But none of that is jarring. The only element of the visuals which I didn't like was. There were some moments where you'd look in the background and it was almost like it was a 3D movie without the glasses.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's like there was a soft kind of
blue and red crossover.
Focus,
yeah.
and then the person in the foreground wasn't.
Yeah, right.
And that was a bit kind of like, why are they doing that?
Okay,
but
right.
other than that, there was maybe 2 moments in the film that I noticed that and it wasn't particularly jarring. But,
okay.
But everything
if
else...
you're looking to find something to complain about, you're going to find one. Wisdom.
That's good, Mason.
That's right.
2 sides of the same pancake. Mm-hmm. Just a couple of eggs.
Yeah, we get
Chuck in a banana.
People can wind it back if they want to know.
Baking soda, half a teaspoon, and as much cinnamon as you can handle.
American teaspoons are a different size.
Are they really?
No. I don't think so, anyway.
We'll find out.
Americans don't have kettles. Did you know that?
Yeah, they got... What are they called? Urns.
Yeah.
The recording stopped just then, but we're back. Don't even worry about it, everybody.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Some would say we lost some gold, but other people would say you've never had any gold.
Yeah, so let's just keep doing this podcast.
But if you never stop,
here we go.
you'll never learn to begin again.
That's good, Mason.
Why do we fall? So we pick
can
ourselves up
make
again.
pancakes.
Spider-Man said that.
So you need a couple of eggs.
Oh, no. No.
Right, so this is a dimensional hopping film.
Yes.
In a way. That's what it's about.
It's mostly set in the one
dimension. It's mostly set in the one dimension, but there's we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Mm-hmm. So they all have distinct looks. And you were saying, Mason, that you like those distinct looks, except you said Spider-Ham was weird and you hated it.
I didn't say that.
No.
I implied it.
Yes.
But we were talking about that the Spider-Man the Spider-Ham, rather, in the comic books is a little bit different from the Spider-Ham in the movies.
Yeah.
Because the comic book version, and it's from the 80s, so, changed up anyway.
Yeah.
He just lives in a funny animal universe.
Yeah.
Where the laws of physics are firm and rigid.
Yeah. He's not floating in when he smells
a pie, no, and he's not pulling a hammer out of nowhere. He's just a spider that was bitten by a radioactive pig and became a pig with anthropomorphic pig with spider powers who lives with an amnesiac pig woman.
Yes,
because he pretends that he's her nephew.
Yeah,
yeah. It's not weird.
That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
but this version grew on me quite quickly.
And voice of John Mulaney,
who is great. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. This isn't really a spoiler, but the Spider-Man version from Miles' universe I really enjoyed for a couple of reasons. First of all, he's voiced by Chris Pine, which I think is a great inclusion because he's kind of calm and you feel like he's got it.
Yeah, he can captain a starship.
Absolutely,
he's a beautiful golden boy.
Yes, and he's blonde. He's beautiful of blood.
Yep.
Yeah, so. I liked seeing that version of the character contrasted to Miles, but also an older version of him that kind of shows up later in the film.
Yeah.
But when he's around, you feel like the movie's kind of in safe hands. It's like, oh no, this is the Spider-Man that should be involved in this.
Yeah, he feels youthful and skillful and
Yeah.
he's confident and all the rest. I feel like the version of the Spider-Man we get in the most recent Spider-Man video game
Yes.
is a kind of a guy who's like, he's talented and he's got the tech, but he's not quite there yet. He hasn't quite got his life together. I feel like the Chris Pine Spider-Man in this movie is him a few years later.
Yeah.
And he feels like he's got his life together.
Yep.
And he's
the
killing,
city's on his
killing
side.
it.
And,
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. No, I definitely feel that. And
By contrast, Peter
Yes.
B. Parker.
yes, voiced by Jake Johnson. Also, I just want to quickly mention, I said in the video that Chris Pine voiced the first one, and people are correcting me. That is true. He voiced that one, and Jake Johnson voiced the other one.
The second
Yeah.
one who is an older version of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
who's been doing it for 20 years
Yeah.
maybe.
And when he shows up, there is that sense of like, this guy's a total fucking idiot. Like,
He's-
none of this should be in his hands.
He's
'Cause I
a
guess,
has-been.
Yeah, because I guess the plot of this,
Or maybe it never was.
maybe it never was, but the plot of this particular story is they got to close the dimensional whatevers. And you're like, this shouldn't be the guy.
Right.
But he's great for many of his own reasons.
Yes,
yeah.
he
And a lot
is-
of that is an experience thing. Yeah.
Because he is a guy who he's been doing it for decades, and he's seen every play. He's seen every play in the supervillain playbook.
Yep.
He can, like you said, he can predict what a supervillain's going to say before they say it because they're all so lame and cliched. And he's seen every trope in the superhero world, so he knows what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't lost a step.
No, he can still kick a guy square in the head.
Well, he's lost a step in the sense that he doesn't believe in himself anymore.
Yeah, and he's had some personal problems, but who hasn't?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's exactly my age, so that was probably the one I
no.
related to the most.
Oh dear.
But the Miles version's probably there for the teen and younger audiences, and
Yes.
that version is there for someone like
for grown-ups.
for us.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of movies like this, you have the audience surrogate. It's someone who enters into a crazy world. And they're like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything's so crazy and I'm just a regular guy. And I think kids are meant to identify with Miles Morales.
Yeah.
And we, the jaded grown-up audience, are meant to relate to Peter Parker.
And boy, do we.
And I think it's because he recaptures the joy he gets in being Spider-Man and saving the
and
world.
mentoring
And
and-
mentoring. And we get
feel
that
that
mentoring the
too.
children in the cinema.
Yeah,
You know?
that's very true. Yeah, then of course we've got Spider-Gwen, which I feel that design translates so well into animation. Because there's been so many Spider-Man costumes over the years, and that one really stands out, and it's recent. And I think what's great about that is a lot of the newer designs for this stuff don't really stand out. You're like, oh, it's a new Spider-Man suit. It's red and gold or whatever.
Exactly. It's red and gold, or it's red and blue.
It's got
and
some arms and
the,
extra
the,
arms.
the
and-
spider emblem is either bigger or smaller.
Yeah,
You know.
But that one is it's fantastic, and when it works so well, and that character also works really well, and I can
Yeah.
see why they'd want to spin off that particular version of the character.
And it's interesting too because it's stepped outside the Spider-Man palette.
Yeah.
Palette. What is it?
Polino.
Polino of
Yeah.
blue and red.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's got little ballet shoes,
it does have little ballet shoes,
which
yeah.
people really enjoy. Apparently, they tried to change that in the comic books, and people are like, bring back the ballet.
What are you
flats.
doing?
What are you doing, idiots?
Yeah. Spider-Man Noir, voiced by Nick Cage, sees in black and white, lives in like a weird Batman universe, like a Batman.
You mean the Depression?
Yeah.
He lives during the Depression.
Yeah, I mean the closest thing to that is probably Batman the animated series.
Yes.
Like, there's something like the Shadow.
And we were saying earlier that the versions we get in the movies are not strictly speaking the ones from those comic books, because the Spider-Man Noir was part of the Marvel Noir series,
Yes.
which is just sad Depression era versions of all the heroes, and it's
Yep.
grim and dark and sad
And the best.
and the best. But,
I haven't
but like
summed it. I haven't-
this
I don't know.
version is a like it's meant to be a more realistic world.
Yeah.
But this version, he is from a universe where everybody is just in black and white.
Yes.
Like, it's not the past, so we think of it in black and white. The world is literally black and white. There's
Yeah.
no color in it.
That's exactly it. I really like Penny Parker, which is a Japanese girl with a robot that has a telepathic spider in it, which she controls and also uses the suit like a mech suit.
It's pretty
so
good.
she's not powered.
I didn't fully understand it, but it was pretty fun.
Fine. I think visually, again, it's good, and
Yeah.
and it's also a contrast. When they're all standing in a room, they stand apart from each other. Yeah.
And so Penny Parker was introduced for the the Spider-Verse crossover in the comic
Yes.
books, which has received some mixed reviews.
Yes.
But it's where the storyline was these interdimensional vampires that only like spider blood.
Right.
And so they go through all the various spider dimensions, killing all the Spider-Men. It's they all have to team up to defeat these guys.
And they do.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Well, they don't.
Well, they come back from time to time. But
I don't know.
Okay then, good.
I haven't read.
Terrific.
I've read maybe some of it.
Don't need to. Don't need to. It's
okay,
fine.
cool.
But yeah, so maybe we'll see more versions of the Spider Punks and other assortments. Spider UK.
That's it. People have been calling for that. Does he have the big Union Jack on his chest?
Yes, he does.
Of course he does.
Tom Holland for Spider UK.
Of course, Mason.
Yes.
Is there anybody else?
Jason Statham.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
good too. yeah.
Young
He'd
Spidey.
be good as the British version of Kingpin.
Yes. Young Spider UK, Tom Holland. Older, more seasoned Spider UK, Jason Statham.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. We actually get also, and this is probably not a coincidence, 6 villains
Yes.
in this. Tombstone. I'm starting it from the best.
Okay.
We get Green Goblin, a version of Doc Ock, which is not from anything as far as I can tell. There are female versions of that character. I think his daughter might have been taken on.
There is
times.
at one point Dr. Octopus was dead and there was a protege took it over in the comics,
But this one is voiced by what's her name? Bloody hell's her name? She's in Parks and Rec. Catherine Hahn.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's
she's
what I
in
meant
all
to say.
the Will Ferrell movies.
Yes, one of those ones.
She's also in Crossing Jordan.
I haven't seen it.
It's a TV series.
Did they ever get there?
No, it was more a metaphor.
4?
I think emotional growth,
Okay.
but also solving murders.
You know what helps with growth?
Is it pancakes?
Couple of eggs.
Jesus.
Chuck in a banana.
Yeah, just one banana.
You got some
alright.
cinnamon?
Uh-huh.
You could do some nutmeg if you're feeling bold.
Nice.
About a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder.
At this point, I'm just going to let you roll through. If you do it again, I'm not going to object.
You got to zhuzh it up. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. It's not a mashing. You really got to zhuzh like
you really gotta
like an
crank that
electric
up.
mixer.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
You want a kind of pancake mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a bit runny, so you don't want to go overboard. So Kingpin is voiced by Liev Schreiber, making his second comic book debut. I assume maybe he's done another one because he was in Wolverine, X-Men, It's the Past, or the 80s. And he's great Kingpin.
I agree,
Yeah. He's stronger than comic book Kingpin. He
Yes.
can lift a car. He can
Yeah.
kill a man with a punch. Well, I guess regular Kingpin can do that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But you see him pick up a car at one point.
And he's way more of a New York mob boss than, say, the version in Daredevil, as an example. Like, I think he's like a Jersey, like he sounds like a Jersey kid kind of thing. Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a good villain. We only see one version. We don't see Norman Osborn, but we do see the Green Goblin. It's this kind of green demon.
Enormous.
The enormous thing. Yeah, I love the size disparities between all the different characters. I enjoy it because that's something I feel like you can only do to an extent in animation.
Yeah, that's
why
true,
we
yeah.
get Killer Croc, who's 5'11" in
Yeah, for sure.
in Suicide Squad. There's certain
That
things
being said, having just rewatched some episodes of the Flash,
Yeah.
King Shark's enormous.
that is true.
Uh-huh.
He's in it for 4 seconds as well. Isn't that right?
He comes back.
I've seen that one clip,
All right, okay.
which I thoroughly thought was pretty
fine.
good for
Yeah,
TV, especially. I thought it really held up really well. I mean, there's certain things that are hard to translate, and this era,
Absolutely.
CGI's come a long way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else is a thing in this movie?
What else is the thing in this movie?
Okay, so the Doc Ock, I like the way the arms work were almost kind of like they'd filled with liquid or air,
Yeah, they
like a
look-
series of bubbles.
What I liked about them is they looked like medical instruments.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Just big clampy-
robot arms.
big clampy
Yeah, they
fists.
felt like some sort of surgical assist tools.
Yes.
As opposed to just robot arms.
Like a more finesse to it, are you saying? Like a
Yeah.
bubbly finesse? Mm-hmm. Interesting that you would say that, Mason. I mean, I said it, but interesting that you would agree with the thing that I said. And there's other villains and things, aren't there? Any particular villains? I mean, I like the Scorpion design. It's kind of the Darth Maul robot legs kind of one.
I forgot about
I
Scorpion.
hadn't really
Alright.
seen before either. Oh, and of course there's
Prowler.
which isn't really like the comic versions generally, maybe?
I do not know about the Ultimate Universe
Me
version.
neither, actually,
But in
yeah.
the comic book,
More of a cat burglar.
he's more a cat burglar and then he becomes a hero.
Yeah.
So
there you bloody go.
he's more of an assassin in this.
Yeah. That's true of this movie. Yeah. The voice work's great. I mean, we touched on a few of them, but everybody's cast the way that they should be. It feels like there might be a little bit of improv in certain scenes. Probably
This
also
is
with
a
like...
Lord and Miller production.
Yeah, and though they're not the directors. There's 3 directors on this movie, and none of them are them.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe you...
But don't the producers make a lot of these decisions?
I don't know,
I feel like
who knows what makes anything?
The producers are the kings of Hollywood.
Maybe they are. Maybe one day that'll be us, kings of Hollywood. Do you think that'll be true?
No.
We'd have to move probably, or get on Skype
Ugh.
probably every day. Ugh.
Yuck. Yucky.
Connection's no good. So the action scenes, there's some kind of tropes in the action scenes of like, you got to shut down the big laser and whatever, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
it
that's
never
true, yeah.
felt like seeing this shit. Like, it gets to the third act and I'm like, oh, we're shutting down a laser, are we? Okay. Yeah, we're doing that again. Yeah, there's enough kind of going on. And visually especially, that kind of keeps it brisk and keeps it fresh. Do you think that's a visual thing, or do you think it's a pacing thing? Do you think it's the way it's choreographed?
And it's a function of that you want to see these characters kind of thrive and survive and not be killed.
Yes.
So
yeah, and there is also in this movie, because there's multiple dimensions and different versions of characters are dead, and because in some versions, some universes like Peter Parker's dead, and some versions, Aunt May's dead or whatever, and and whatever. I don't know whether that one is true. I can't
that one is
remember.
true.
Okay.
Yep.
So you feel like that any of these people could be killed because in a way they're expendable because there's multiple universes, and who cares if a couple of them get wiped out?
There's technically an infinite number of all of them. So I think, and when you think about that, it's kind of a testament that you care about any of these characters.
Because I'm like, well, I like this one. So
yeah, right, exactly. There probably is another Miles Morales, but I like this one. He's cool.
Yeah.
So let's keep him alive, please.
Let's keep him alive.
And I think it is, again, because it's a bunch of fresh new characters, because they've got to stop the giant laser.
Yes.
It's not a giant laser, but because they've got to stop the thing at the end. I'm excited to see what, say, Spider-Ham does in a fight.
Yes.
Kind of thing. So that's
and
a fun
we see
novelty.
that. We all see what they all do in a fight. Yeah. I also like that Miles Morales is the least good of them. Like, because he's only been doing it a day or a couple of days. And they're kind of like, you're not in the same league as us because we've been doing this for so long. Yeah. You know what else is good about this story? And is there are the heartfelt moments between like him and his dad, or him and his uncle, and other, him and the other spider people as well. And when you hear their stories, and I think that really works well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing this works. Like, the balance of this film is phenomenal.
For sure.
I know we talk about Avengers and the Infinity War and how well that works with all these characters, but this has the task of introducing these. I mean, we know who Spider-Man is, but it introduces all these different versions of it, plus villains, plus multiple dimensions. And
it could be very confusing, but it isn't, yeah.
And I think maybe that's because we've got...
Also, there's 6 origin stories in this movie.
Yes, that's right, yeah. I mean, 3 of them play at once at one point.
Yeah.
But I think because now the general public has an understanding of comic book movies, and we've seen so many versions of Spider-Man, there's a lot you can kind of skip. Be like,
That's
you get
true,
it. You've seen it. Let's just move it along.
Yeah, right.
Because there's nods to like the Tobey Maguire version and such, because, everyone's kind of on board with that and knows what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, should we do some spoilers?
Yeah, but before that, best movie ever?
Definitely. Well worth it.
Yes.
One of the best movies I've seen this year.
Whoa.
Definitely. Do you agree with that?
One of the best movies you've seen in the last 5 years?
I don't know, maybe.
All right, cool.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, isn't
Certainly
it?
one of the best animated films I've
Yes.
seen in the last 5 years.
Agreed.
Yeah. Apparently the people working on this took this, because I'm sure when they announced that, I don't know when we first talked about it a few years back, when they said they're doing an animated whatever, I'm sure we were like, oh, fine.
Because animation was not...
Yeah.
It's not in the same league, we
But
thought.
it's not only that, that was in the era where we were getting like Amazing Spider-Man 2, and
Yes.
we just had Spider-Man 3, and we'd seen their versions of Venom and whatever, and and they kept and then there was the email hack and leak, and they were going to do an Aunt May movie and all this other shit.
Oh, sexy young Aunt May.
Yeah, and it's just they have. I mean, I didn't love Venom by a long stretch, but between this and Venom and Homecoming, they have completely turned around a character. Which, like, a few years ago, I'm like, I could never see another Spider-Man film,
Yeah, right.
and I would be absolutely fine with it. But now I would see 100 of these. Yeah,
100 of these?
maybe 4.
Maybe 4? Yeah, cool. All right, that'll do it.
Until somebody else does it, till they ruin it. You know what else is good about this? The adult jokes and the kid jokes. Because every now and then Madagascar's on my TV, and the idea of an adult joke is, do you remember the song Boogie Wonderland? Because that's like, no, fuck off. Like, just make
Wait, is that dialogue from the film? Because that would be incredible. It's just two wildebeests having a chat to each other. Hey, remember that song Boogie Wonderland?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Anyway, best movie ever. Spoilers.
All right.
Right. Apparently the sequel was going to be a Miles and Gwen love story because this
Okay.
one was going to have more of that in this.
But there wasn't time.
Do you think it really needs it though? I think they work better as friends.
Well, maybe maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe it'll be them trying to work out as a romance, but at the end they're like, actually, we are friends.
We don't like kissing.
Yeah, that's right.
This is an Amy Pascal, Kevin Feige situation.
that's
and we
right.
Don't kiss. Did we edit that joke out? I can't
No,
remember.
I think that's still in there. Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think that was in the news. So
Okay,
it's
it's
fine,
in the news, right? Yeah. Okay, so the kind of thing that we were kind of dancing around was the Peter Parker from Miles's universe is punched to death at the start.
Isn't
by the
that in the
Kingpin.
trailers? I feel that's
I
not a
don't think it
spoiler.
is.
Okay, right.
Because in the trailer, when you see that character, he's voiced by Jake Johnson as well. He's dialogue from that.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah, he punched to death.
he was so punched to death. Yeah.
And even his death scene is kind of like, you keep going, buddy. I'll be
Yeah.
right behind you. Don't even worry. We got this. Come on. Let's.
and it's pretty grim as well.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been asking, can I take my 5-year-old to this?
Oh, probably not a 5-year-old. Maybe. It depends on your kid.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
think so,
judge
yeah.
it. You got to judge
Have
it.
you previously given them a goldfish and it's died? If they're aware of mortality,
Yeah.
maybe you could take them. I don't know.
Probably.
Or just turn them away when that happens.
Have they seen a goldfish punched to death?
Yes, by
so-
a giant man from New Jersey.
Yeah. If so, maybe fine or it might be traumatizing,
Yeah,
depending
right.
on how they took it. Yeah. So I got a question about the Kingpin. So the whole reason he's doing the multiverse is because his family ran out on him because he's a big old strangly mobster.
And they were killed in a car accident, right?
So they were killed. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, you did. Maybe step
Okay.
out for a minute.
Okay.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
No, yeah, I did. I don't think I did step out. So that was said.
Yeah, so they were killed because they flee in their car and
Right.
then it's hit by a truck, I think.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Well, I did.
Maybe you turned away.
I might have
Because
turned
you're a
away.
5-year-old.
I might have turned around, turned
Do
away.
a big poopy.
I did it, just to be clear, Mason.
It seems maybe you did, though.
Okay, so that makes sense because I thought if his family's just run away, go and find them.
Go and find them,
So
exactly.
that actually makes
Yeah, so
way
he
more
wants
sense.
to open the dimensional gates, find another version of him.
Yes.
Of them, rather. Maybe a dimension where he's dead and they're still alive. And
Yes,
be like,
right.
come to this universe, everything's cool.
Sweet as.
Yeah.
But there are, of course, ramifications for jumping dimensions. You
Yes.
glitch out and maybe you're in a fight and then, there's a weird television effect and
Yeah, maybe that.
whatever. Maybe that will happen.
Maybe that'll happen, yeah.
What about when his uncle died? So his uncle turns out to be the Prowler. I mean, we all know, but like that was, if you know anything about Spider-Man, you kind of know that. You pick up on
Yeah,
that
right.
pretty quickly. I thought that was a good moment because I thought they were going to do his dad again because normally
Me
it's his
too,
dad.
right?
Maybe that's probably coming, but maybe not though because he's learnt that lesson,
I agree, yeah.
and this is again a different universe.
And I think the lesson he learns, one, with great power comes great responsibility, but also, like, appreciate your family.
yeah,
Don't take it for granted because they could be murdered by the Kingpin at
Yes.
any moment.
and because every other Spider person he meets is pretty much
Experience that
just
tragedy,
that
yeah.
exact
Yeah.
talking about that exact thing. Stan Lee's got a great cameo. As a
Yes, he does, yeah.
owner of
Yeah.
a memorabilia store, and
How many cameos does he have left? There's Avengers 4.
I talk about it in my Easter egg video, but basically they've filmed a bunch for Marvel apparently. Probably just him sitting on a green screen box being like, these chocolates are delicious.
right.
And then fucking Doctor Strange flies by or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
So
then the chocolates are snakes.
that's right.
Yeah.
But and also they've scanned his head. So I think we're
right,
going to be
okay.
seeing him for a long time. Yeah. But no, I like that cameo because it was kind of like, the suit always fits, but then it's also like...
No refunds,
No, it fits because you can't bring it back. Also, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, right.
It barely fits him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what sequence I also really liked? The moment where Spider-Man, they have to break into a facility and then as they escape and they go into the room and it's just filled with scientists and you're like, oh, these are just a bunch of scientists, but they've all got laser guns.
Yeah, right. You think these guys are going to be a bunch of nerds?
Yeah.
But they're nerds with
They're all
guns.
teched out. No, I
yeah.
like that a lot. I feel like I knew kind of a lot of where this was going to go,
How
but
do you
it
mean?
wasn't like from the way it kind of played out, from what we've seen in the trailers and the way these things kind of go.
Yeah.
But it never felt forced or okay, this is the bit where he's gonna get his confidence back and whatever.
I
And,
agree,
we
yeah,
get that, but it never.
yeah.
It felt organic and fine, and
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the magic of the movies, you know what I
I
mean?
think it is sometimes, Mason.
Yeah.
So we get a bloody banger of a bloody post-credit scene.
We did, yeah.
Oscar Isaac voicing
Miguel
Miguel
O'Hara,
O'Hara.
Spider-Man 2099.
Jumping back to 1967,
Uh-huh.
the animated series. And
You telling me you hate the Spider-Man 2099?
yeah, I don't like it.
I love it. I think it's the best.
I think it's
not the best.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the best, you say?
It's one of the best.
Yeah. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. I just don't.
What don't you like
Something
about
in
it?
the face, like the face is like kind of a Rorschach thing, and I
Yeah,
don't know.
right,
I just don't.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love it.
It's not friendly, Mason. It's too mean.
He's not a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
No,
he's a
he's-
Spider-Man in the mean streets of New York in 2099.
And he can fly or something sometimes.
He can float. Well, he can't float. He can glide.
He can fly. What's the difference between him and Spider-Man not Ultimate Spider-Man. What's that cartoon where he's from the future and he's got a cape?
Spider-Man Unlimited?
Yes. What's the difference?
Well, Spider-Man Unlimited is regular Spider-Man, but he's on a parallel Earth that's on the opposite side of the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's...
Yes.
Okay, so there's... I bet that's a real conspiracy. Like there's
So there's a counter-Earth.
There's a counter-Earth, yeah.
Maybe.
Great.
Uh-huh.
What do you reckon they got there?
Probably weird. I mean, if the cartoon's anything to go by, weird man-animal hybrids.
I'd love to see their pancake recipes. Just to compare and
Oh,
contrast.
yeah.
'Cause
Maybe
for
3
me-
eggs.
I don't think so. It's too
Wow.
much. Just make a second batch. If you're going to add an extra egg, make sure you add the appropriate amount of... It's like another half a banana, say. A bit more cinnamon.
Right,
Is
okay,
what I'm
sure.
saying. Yeah. Is this it, Mason?
Oh, we didn't say what happens. He travels back to 1967. And he's
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's in the Spider-Man meme. He goes back to the 1960s Spider-Man cartoon.
It's so self-referential. It's,
Yeah,
it's so internet savvy. It's crazy.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
Yeah. But, man, that's a good old laugh.
Yeah. Now, we didn't get what a lot of people predicted, which was we didn't get any live action cameos. We didn't get a Tobey
Or a
Maguire.
voice actor
We didn't get a
cameo.
voice actor. A lot of people claim they heard Tobey Maguire in there at some point, but I didn't hear it.
Maybe. I didn't hear it. There hasn't been any word of it when we're recording
Yeah.
this. That being said, Mason, there's a video coming out this week, which we're yet to record, on some
Ooh.
stuff that was going to be in this and wasn't be in it. So that'll be
Ooh.
part of it and some other stuff that we'll talk about.
Ooh.
Oh, he's looking over. He's giving the old look over the glasses.
Ooh.
Very good. Yeah, so, and what do you want to see in the next ones?
Ooh.
I mean, more spider people, obviously.
Ooh.
Yeah, yep.
It's a good question. Oh.
Do you want to see that live action thing?
Somehow.
Yeah.
If they could put all these visual styles together, I feel they could put in a live action guy.
Yeah,
at
I
some
think
point, yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
Roger
So-
Rabbit style.
Yeah, well, that's it. And they did it in the 80s. So why can't they do it in the 2021s when
Yeah,
this
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out or whatever?
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff. Is that
What do
it?
what do you want to see?
Oh, that's it. I want to see the exact thing, that exact thing you want to see. I don't know. I like Ben Reilly. They could probably do some clone stuff.
I don't want to
Clones
see
and
any- I
dimensionals.
don't want to see that.
Yeah, but you could make it good.
I guess.
Good clone stuff.
Yeah.
But probably more weird dimensions.
Yeah.
I like Spider-Punk.
For sure, yeah, uh-huh.
What else is there? Oh, you know what I would like to see? Other Marvel characters.
Like an Iron
Like
Man, for example.
outside of just the
Spider-Man universe,
Spider-Man
yeah, right,
universe,
uh-huh.
yeah. Because
Maybe some out of left field choices. Maybe I don't want to see the Avengers again.
no, yeah. So like a Daredevil.
Yeah,
Except
yeah, for sure.
Actually, that being said, Sony can't do any of that because they don't own any of the other characters.
Right, okay. Oh, they only own
They
Spider-Man
only own
characters.
Spider-Man
okay.
stuff. So there you bloody go. That actually makes a lot of sense. Is that it, Mason?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. I mean, here's some reviews.
There's more.
This is from Matt.
Okay.
I just saw Into the Spider-Verse possibly a contender for the Game Is On. All around great flick. Would like to see Noir Ham spin-off. Any thoughts on being the best Marvel thing this year?
It's a tough call. Infinity War was very good. But also, Infinity War does require you to have watched 18 prior Marvel movies.
Do you think you could go into this not knowing anything about Spider-Man and be like, this is pretty good, I like this?
I think so.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's a contender for the Game Is On because...
They're definitely going to make another one?
I bet even if they didn't, I think it's not that shoehorned in. Like, they leave it open like when Stacy pops her head back through a portal or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's
right,
fine.
right.
Yeah. Got another review here.
I'm ready.
AGM says, Into the Spider-Verse was pretty good, but not great. Lord and Miller's movies all look like they're made inside of a seizure. The action scenes had no sense of space and lacked tension. The faux 3D was annoying. Good characters and emotion, though. Ben Jennings says, Spider-Man, Spider-Verse.
I think, if I may, maybe some people noticed that faux 3D more than others.
Yeah.
Because you noticed that you said in a couple of scenes.
Yes.
I didn't really notice it at all.
Yeah.
I guess some people are noticing it
Maybe
all
it's
the time.
different screenings as well. Because when we saw Bumblebee tonight,
Yes.
they cut off like the top fifth of the screen.
Did
you
they?
notice that?
Didn't notice that at all.
Oh, I noticed.
Okay.
What do we got here? Makes 2 good Spider-Man movies in a row. Best after credits scene award. However, the after credits scene had character animation style going down to the 67. Does it break the movie's own rule? So when you jump into another universe, you keep your own animation style, it seems.
Yes, it does.
But in
yeah.
that one, you turn into a cartoon.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't
I'll
care
be honest,
either.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine. It worked as a joke.
Yep.
So that's fine with me. And it was fun to see 2099 in the 60s style. So
Nesta says, just got out of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I loved it. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie ever made. I also love the art style, best movie ever. I also think it's probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
yeah, I think it might be.
And now it's time for...
What we're reading.
Oh, you don't have something else to say then?
I was going to say, I mean, it does, in terms of... I guess it does require you to know a little bit about Spider-Man.
Yes.
I think people might be a little bit lost if it's just like, hey, here's 6 origins and here's a multiverse and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I think if you're a little bit, if you know what's up,
If you do know what's up.
do you get what's up?
I know. Okay.
Nice.
Now it is time for...
Oh, what we're reading?
What we're going to read.
Oh my goodness.
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today?
So this week,
Yeah.
if you're in Australia, Stan, the streaming platform, Australia Netflix,
Yep.
got a whole bunch of Disney and Marvel stuff, but not everything.
Not everything.
But also, what had happened is
Lot of good stuff.
all the Marvel stuff went off Netflix.
Yes, it did.
So if you wanted to watch a Doctor Strange this week, for example, it's gone.
Shut your face.
It gone,
Yeah, it's
you know?
gone.
So
Yeah.
it's just a random assortment. So and some Disney stuff. So I watched Monsters University.
What'd you think?
Pretty good. It was fun.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched the first 2 Captain America movies.
What'd you think?
Great, because
Yeah.
that's Captain America 3 isn't on there.
Yes.
Thor 1, 2, and 3 are on there.
Would you have gone with Captain America 3 if it was there?
Yeah.
You would have gone
Civil
straight
War?
into it?
Yeah, would have gone all 3.
You watched a lot of stuff this week.
Yes.
What, anything else you get into?
And I got into some podcasts. Have you listened to Freedom? Have we mentioned Freedom before?
Freedom. No.
Freedom is Lauren Lapkus, Paul F. Tompkins, and Scott Aukerman.
Good.
And it's just three funny folks
Yep.
having a funny chat and just chatting and telling stories and occasionally doing like a weird party improv game or whatever.
Okay.
I think every episode is up on Stitcher Premium if you have that, but otherwise if you just go to iTunes or Spotify or whatever, they're releasing 1 episode a week.
Right.
And it's very funny.
What's it called? Freedom.
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 Exactly. And this week, the episode that just came out, I think it's episode 12, there's just a sequence in it. It's Paul F. Tompkins putting on a funny voice and explaining Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. And it's I can't explain what it is.
Okay.
But I'll play it for you later.
Okay.
And it's so funny.
All right.
It had me in tears. It's so funny. I just kept rewinding it and listening to it
Okay,
again.
great.
And I'm also listening to our pals Cam and Alexi have a podcast called Finding Drago.
Yeah, what is that? I
So
saw that you posted that on Instagram.
It's like Serial,
Yeah.
but it's
It had me intrigued.
yes. So Alexi's a big old fan of Rocky.
Yeah.
And he discovers that many years ago, another equally big fan of Rocky wrote some Ivan Drago fan fiction.
Okay.
And he's trying to uncover the mystery of who created... Well, and this guy has this mysterious biography, but none of it seems to check out. And so he's trying to track the guy down and figure out what his deal is. And also, Cam is also trying to like delve into the world of fan fiction and get a hold of the people who are doing fan fiction.
Right.
And, like figure those people out. It's really funny.
Okay.
You should check it out. I think there's 2 episodes out right now.
But it's also deadly serious at times.
No, it's never deadly serious.
It's deadly serious, guys. It's a serious
Also,
thing.
I forgot to mention this. I'm on an episode of my friend Daniel Connell's podcast.
I listened to that.
Taking
Yeah, it was really
Easy,
good. Mm.
which is just he's a very laid back dude, and we had just a nice chat about me and life. It was
You
real
love
good.
talking about yourself, though. You're
I
amazing.
hate
You
it
bloody
so
love
much,
it.
but this was
was very
good fun.
entertaining. It was
And there's
very-
lots of other episodes if you like Australian comedians.
I don't.
Luke
Okay.
McGregor's on there.
Yep,
and
he's good.
Edmonds,
I like
think
him.
Mel
I like
Buttle
it.
is on there.
Yep, they're good, actually.
Just good.
I
good
said I
stuff.
don't, but I do. That's
And I've
a
also
lie.
caught up on another of my favourite podcasts. We do it so much. Kentucky Fried Chatting.
Do you have a week off?
It seems like I did, but I just think I slacked off.
You watching stuff on the tram? You watching
No, I'm
Netflix?
not allowed.
Oh, you watching-
I would not dare.
I feel like you are.
But let's see. Daniel Connell's podcast. Jess Perkins has been on it. Guy Montgomery, Reese Nicholson, other people.
all people.
Yeah, all people. It's great. And what was I saying?
You said I also something.
Probably listen to something.
You also listened to a podcast. You said you listened to another podcast.
What was it though?
I don't.
Oh,
know.
Kentucky Fried Chatting.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Which
You
is
said that, yeah.
three friends of mine.
Yes, yes.
They review every KFC menu item.
And they're
so
all
stupid.
garbage.
Yeah.
Are some of them good?
The episodes or the
No,
people?
the food.
Yeah, I think some of it's good.
Like a
When's the last
Twister
time you had KFC?
A long time.
Yeah, right. Let's have it now.
No,
Okay.
I definitely won't eat it at night.
All right, yeah.
If I eat it, I'll eat it early so I can try and get it out of my system by
Good
the time
call.
I go to
Yeah,
bed.
nice.
Mason, I watched a movie called The Clover Hitch Killer.
Is it in the Cloverfield universe?
I wish it wasn't. And
Where
it
is
isn't.
this? Where have you gotten this from?
I don't know. One of the streaming services. I bought it off something. I can't remember.
Nice.
I did buy it. But
good for you.
Well, I buy stuff if I can.
Yeah, same.
Like that's because it's there's so many options available now.
Yeah.
Except if it's Foxtel. I will never pay for Foxtel ever.
Good
Anything
call.
on there ever in a million
Absolutely
years.
agreed. 100% agree.
Yeah. So it's basically I saw Red Letter Media made a video on it, like a just short video, and it's like it's a movie set in kind of a sleepy suburban bloody American town, and there's a Boy Scout and his dad's the leader, and there's this mystery in this town that's kind of gone. It's kind of died down over the past 10 years of this Clover Hitch killer, who's this man who ties up women and murders them, right, or people. Okay,
Does sound fun.
It's so fun. Anyway, the kid thinks it's his dad. He comes to believe it's his dad.
Is this a comedy?
No.
Okay.
And then there's funny moments, I guess, but
I mean, I'm laughing already.
it's more like Fincher-esque than
right.
anything else. So yeah, if you like, what's that one? The Fincher one about the serial killer.
Zodiac?
Zodiac. If you like Zodiac, you
Alright,
probably like
okay.
it. But like lower budget, obviously. And there's kind of this.
So this is an indie? Did this get a cinema
Yeah,
release?
no, I don't think so. It is an indie. I mean, it's available. I think it went straight to streaming. Maybe
right.
it got some. It's got some. But I just think people should see it because it comes to a point where you find out what's actually going on. Then it kind of keeps going from there.
Ooh.
Another thing happens, and you're like, is his dad a good guy or is he a killer? What's going on? And
is there a famous person in it?
yes, Dylan McSomething.
Dylan McDermott?
Maybe. Let me
From
check.
The Practice?
Yeah, I think it is him.
Okay then.
He's the dad, I believe.
Nice.
But I might be wrong. Let me check. Yeah, it is Dylan McDermott. There you
Nice.
go.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and Samantha Mathis is in it as well. There's another name
cool.
for you, mate. So, look, if you like that serial killer shit, then you'll like it. It's a good one.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's very. It feels very concise and tight, and it's a well-told narrative. And you get to the end, and you're like, great.
I did it.
Or
I successfully
bad, depending on
I
what.
successfully watched a good movie.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd do it.
But I did
and
it.
yet here we are.
Oh yeah, also we watched Bumblebee. So next week, as I said, Bumblebee and
Talk about
Aquaman.
Bumblebee,
People want to check those out.
Nice.
Now let's do that segment of the show where Mason plays the letters theme. Letters theme.
Here is our letters theme. That's loading. Again, I blame your Wi-Fi.
I blame your Wi-Fi. What? Yeah, sorry.
The classic one was
Letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a day away.
Hang on, they're here right now. We're going to do letters. So you're saying that the segment of the show where I play the letters theme is a separate segment from the letters segment?
Is it not?
No, it is.
What did I say?
Doesn't matter.
Whatever the thing is, you said no. That's not what I was saying.
All right, terrific. All right,
If you want to reach this, if you
Alright.
want to reach this, you can say this bit. Go on.
No, you can do it.
Come
All
on,
right,
mate.
if you want to reach the show,
It's Christmas.
weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or you can hashtag weeklyplanetpod on Twitter and we'll find it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got something?
Not yet.
Okay. Do you want me to do a tweet?
Do a tweet.
This is from, I don't have the name here and I apologize. Because I got them off my phone, and when you copy a tweet from your phone, because I was doing it on my phone, it doesn't copy the name. So I apologize to this person. What's the best on-screen appearance of Robin? I'm a big fan of the Titans version.
We haven't seen. We don't have Titans yet.
We don't.
We're coming up to the season finale of Titans, I believe.
Yeah,
and we
that
haven't
being
seen it
said, I watched the trailer for the season finale.
because
and
Batman's in it, right?
And it looks amazing. That's from Micah Scott. Just found his name. So it looks incredible. They have to stop Batman. Like, Batman's gone mad.
Yeah, right.
And they have to stop him.
Do you think it's really Batman?
I don't know. But it
Okay.
looks amazing, and I'm not going to watch the rest of the season, but I'm
just
going to
gonna
watch
watch
this
that.
episode.
Yeah, right.
100%. It
Wow.
looks great.
Why does it look great though? Because the Batman looks great.
Batman, we don't really see a lot of it, but
Uh-huh.
he's clearly lost his mind, or whoever this is has lost their mind, and it's Dick Grayson and some other people in the Teen Titans. I don't know. I haven't been watching it. They have to stop Batman because he's gone crazy.
Yeah, but why does it look great?
It's very compelling. I've never seen a live-action version of an insane Batman trying
I guess,
to
true.
be stopped by Nightwing.
Kind of an Elseworld
Dick
situation.
Grayson,
Yeah, right. Is
So
he Nightwing already?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
This is madness.
But I'm watching this one.
All right.
Anyway, I quite like the animated series version.
Cool.
The one from the 90s. I like that version of Robin.
Ooh.
And it becomes, who becomes, what's he called? Bloody Nightwing eventually.
Yes.
I also like the version in Under the Red Hood. I think he's voiced by Is he Neil Patrick Harris? That version?
Something like, yeah.
Don't know.
Definitely an American actor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, or a British actor doing an American accent, like a Tom Holland situation. I love a Chris O'Donnell. Obviously, we're all big fans of those. That guy, he got two bites of the pie, which I'm sure he appreciated. Yeah. Do you have one? A favorite Dick Grayson or Robin in general? A favorite incarnation?
Ooh.
On screen though. Did you like Carrie Kelly from The Dark Knight
I didn't watch that.
Returns?
Didn't watch
You didn't watch it? I thought you did watch it.
No, I didn't watch it.
I'm sure we've done an episode on
No, I
it.
watched Batman Year One.
Okay. Oh, you don't like that one either?
Didn't like that one either.
Yeah, cool.
Which version do I love?
Kick down a tree doesn't translate, does it, to
Really
animation?
doesn't. No, it's absolutely not. It doesn't. Which live action Robin?
It doesn't have to be live action. What about the version from the Arkham games?
I'm ambivalent to
Yeah,
him.
I'm saying,
He's a bit of a nothing character.
Well, there's a few of them though. You get some Red Hood.
That's
and
true,
whatever
yeah.
in those, yeah.
Oh, I like the animated series versions. I think.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
You got a letter, Mason?
Or the version on. No, that's all I got.
That's all the ones.
I'm sure the Teen Titans one is probably pretty.
Yeah,
good,
people seem to be warming up to that show in a big way.
Yeah, right.
Got a letter?
I'll find a letter.
You haven't found a letter
No,
yet.
I'm still looking.
All right. What do you got, Mason?
Well, speaking of Jim Carrey, as we did earlier.
Nah.
No, we did though.
When did we say that?
He's gonna be in something.
Okay.
He's gonna be in a movie or a TV series.
I can't
the
wait.
thing that we said. You remember?
Yeah. Sonic.
This is from Richard Grimes.
Yep.
Hi guys, was wondering your opinion. With the popularity of properties like Deadpool and Venom, could now be a good time to do a more comic accurate remake of The Mask?
Yes.
More bloody violence and way less Jim Carrey.
Way less?
I say the same amount.
Do you think they should bring him back for
Yes.
it? Like, do Blade Runner 2049?
Yes.
But with Jim. Do you
And
think he'd do it?
He's reacquired the mask and he's gone insane.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
He doesn't.
Right?
I mean, he doesn't do sequels until he does. Because I know after Ace Ventura, he's like, I'll never do another sequel.
They gave him so much money.
To the second one. Yeah.
right.
For that one. But then
That one, and then we bring back the number 23.
Yes.
The number 23 too.
But he did also he did the sequel to Dumb and Dumber, which I didn't see.
Did he? Was that
Yeah.
him? There you go.
No, not Dumb and Dumber.
Dumberer.
Like a couple years ago, they did Dumb and Dumber
Didn't see it.
2.
Wasn't aware it existed.
I haven't seen any of the
uh-huh.
Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
movies. People say that I should; they're very funny. But I bet if I watched that first one, I'd hate it.
Yeah, right. So for people who don't know, the Mask was quite a fun, family-friendly adventure.
Yes.
But the Mask in the comic books is just filled with brutal violence.
Yeah, it's just Deadpool.
Like it is Deadpool, exactly.
Yeah.
So in the movie, if you recall, at one point he's being pursued by the police and he puts on like a flamenco outfit and he sings a song and they all dance in a conga line.
Yeah.
In the comic books, he just machine guns them all.
After the dance,
Yes.
well, at least they got to dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But yeah, so and the comic book version has sort of crossed over with a lot of other, Dark Horse and DC characters. He
Sure,
teamed
yeah.
up with Lobo at one point.
Oh,
that was pretty
that's
brutal.
right. When they just cutting each other up or
Just
whatever.
cutting each other to pieces. Yeah,
The two invincible men.
Yes.
Does the mask still only work at night? Was that only a movie thing?
I think that was only a movie thing. I think it works all the time.
Great.
But I would really like to see that. I don't know what the market for it is though.
I think people love that movie. As I've been very clear time
Yeah.
and time again, I don't think that movie's good.
Whoa!
But I'll take a sequel.
But I think,
if it makes you happy, Mason.
Thank you. But I would love to see a really, really violent version. But I don't. I think people would be like, I went into this expecting fun, family fun.
Oh yeah, they probably won't.
And then it's just him tearing people to pieces.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that, would they?
No.
So if it's a sequel to the 90s one, it'll be that. It'll be the fun family one. But
Which
if
they did with Son of the Mask.
They did too.
Yeah.
But with Jim Carrey.
Alan Cumming was in it, I think.
It probably was.
As Loki.
And Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The whatever.
But man, just... Okay,
That baby did a dance,
Imagine
didn't
him
he?
in that yellow zoot suit, but it's just covered in blood.
Yes.
Other people's blood. And it's all ragged.
Was
'cause
it a black and white comic?
No, it was coloured.
Okay.
Oh, the version I read was coloured. Maybe it was black and white originally.
Interesting.
But
Maybe your opinion's been coloured of it over the years, Mason. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not good.
like, remember, in Kingdom Come, the DC comic book,
Yeah.
where Billy Batson has been Shazam for years.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't. He was Billy Batson. Then he grew up.
Yeah, and then he just
Yeah.
looks like Shazam, yeah.
I'm thinking. Look, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, how about he's just been the Mask for years? And
I mean, he
he's
did throw it into a river.
but he's got it back
And
because he's
Jamie
addicted
Kennedy
to
got
it.
it, yeah.
Nah, that one doesn't count. It's not canon anymore.
Okay,
Honestly,
I mean,
this-
people aren't going to be
I'm-
happy, Mason.
I'm fired up about this. Some people will.
Yeah.
Me, just me. That's all.
No one's going to care if they get rid of the son of the mask.
No, that's true.
That movie from probably 2003 I haven't seen. Okay, what do we got here? Last letter / tweet. Do you think we'll see the alternate realities of the MCU where Chris Evans has been the Human Torch? Do you think that the MCU is going to delve into multiverse, different dimensional stuff? Do you think they were ever going to, and will Spider-Verse even change that?
I think we will see alternate dimensions, but I don't think we'll go back to any of those previous dimensions. Even if they get the rights back to the Fantastic Four,
I mean,
which they have.
Because why would you?
Right, exactly, yeah.
What are they? Well,
No, I don't. I think if we're going to get parallel universes, we will get brand new parallel universes. And I don't mean I mean like based on the parallel universes in the comic books, but just ones we haven't seen before. I don't think we're going to go back to Fox's Fantastic Four.
I do know that one of the cameos planned for when Deadpool's interviewing for his team in Deadpool 2 was Chris Evans, and he was going to say, "You're the Human Torch."
Right.
And I think they were also planning to get, or they wanted to get the 2015 team in as well, which would have been great gags all around.
For sure, right.
But I don't think Marvel would let Chris Evans do that.
Yeah, right.
I don't think. I'm sure it's in his contract that he can't do various comic book whatevers.
What if they'd gotten one person from every variation of the Fantastic Four? Like they got Chickless, and they got
just do a mixtape, the one from the 90s.
Michael B. Jordan, and then the one from the
90s Roger Corman one.
The Roger Corman movie, and Herbie the Robot.
No, they should get the guy, one of them from Arrested Development. How they're in that.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
What a team.
Yep.
Yeah. Great. So no, I don't think they'll visit that, but I think we might get some. I mean, they've talked about the multiverse, haven't they?
Yeah, for sure. I think the opening up of the quantum realm, that's an anything goes. You want to travel through time? You want to travel through space? You want to travel through dimensions?
Yeah.
We got it, because we got a quantum realm.
Also, Avengers 4, it might not be time travel. It might be quantum realm.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, quantum realm dimensional stuff. Yep. Anyway, that's the show.
Yep.
Mason, do the rend end of the show.
The rend end of the show?
The rend end.
Oh,
you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
I was doing that.
Yeah, it was really
I was going to say joke, but it wasn't a joke.
No, you did that thing though, and I appreciate it. Look, we're laughing.
We're
laughing, but that's because it's really late. And we've both been up for a really long time.
Certainly.
You know, we have a good time. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening.
Just
like, remember that thing? That weird little creature?
Yeah, the frog song.
Yeah, the crazy frog.
Yeah, the guy made it. And then never got any money for it. Then that song made $1 billion.
That's a shame.
Yeah, because he put it on the internet for free.
Oh.
Also, it wasn't always a frog. It was like a picture. It was a still image of a race car.
Yeah.
And there was that sound file attached.
And how did it go again?
There
we go. I'm laughing already. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening and subscribing and telling your friends and giving us a nice review on iTunes and saying bloody hello to us on the internet. If you want to say hi, we're Weekly Planet Pod on Facebook and Gmail and Twitter and Bandcamp.
Yep.
I'm at Wikipedia Brown on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram somewhere.
Yep, Nick Mason on Twitter.
That's
Nicholas Mason on Twitter. Something like that
Wikipedia
on Twitter.
Brown.
Great. On Twitter. Oh, not on Twitter, sorry, Instagram.
It's NickMaseau.
That's too complicated, Mason.
I know, I regret it.
Mr. Sunday Movies, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Keep saying more things.
Then you can also follow The Weekly Planet on Twitter. That's our good old mate Rob Collings.
Yeah, he'll do it.
He'll also do planetbroadcasting.com.
Yep,
you can sign up for the newsletter. He'll do that.
Yep.
Does that. You can also go to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group. You can join up to that.
He'll do it.
We're there. He's there. We're all there. Everybody's
We've all been there.
There's like 11,000 people there having a nice chat. It's
Is that
great.
true?
Yes.
Wow.
If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies. Chuck in a buck.
Give us a buck.
We'd appreciate it. Eventually, we're going to build that. We get the cash. We're going to
Looks
build
like it's
that
going to be happening in January.
We're going to bloody build that bloody thing. People can't see what I'm pointing to, but it's the thing. Studio.
He's pointing to his balls, everyone.
We're going to rebuild my balls.
That's right.
And we're also going to get that studio going, make some video stuff for all.
I hope so. That's the plan.
You can also
that being said, that channel just got demonetized today for no reason.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got an email that said, you've been uploading.
I was going to read that email.
Copyright materials, and I'm like, I've been uploading us just yammering away for hours with a still image of probably a shaver or a mattress.
Does it say copyright?
Yeah, because I went in there and that was the reason.
Great.
And they're like, you can reapply in 30 days, don't worry. Like, fucking thanks a bunch. That's great. It's really generous of you.
That we can apply for monetization of our own content. Yeah, it feels real great.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, we've also got an Amazon affiliate link in our episode description.
Yes.
So if you'd like to bloody click on that and buy some Amazon stuff, just whatever you're going to buy on Amazon anyway.
Got those tapes happening. Probably run it up till Christmas.
Yeah,
But there might be one more day to get in on that Samsung video because that competition will be announced this week, the winner.
If you're in Australia, you might win a TV.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But you probably missed it by the time you hear this. Oh, maybe. No, because it came out on the Monday. So, yeah, if you can do it the first day you hear this, yeah,
The second you hear this drop, whatever you're doing.
Yep. Babies.
Yep.
If you got 2 babies, drop a second baby.
Banana pancakes. If you're making them,
Do not.
Drop those banana pancakes on the floor.
I don't like
They're
it.
covered in fluff now. They're just ground fluff.
What's on your floor?
They're on top of a baby. Because you drop the baby, then you drop the banana pancakes. What else? What do we normally say? Thank you to the Brute and the Basilisk and Rackham for all our musical themes.
Yeah.
We've got some t-shirts on tpublic.com. Just search for The Weekly Planet.
Keith also did that second tweet that I didn't name, so that's the 2 tweets that we got today.
Cool.
Because I didn't have the name there.
Nice.
Is that everything, Mason?
That's the whole show, I think.
All right. Next week, like I said, Aquaman and Bumblebee. Then
Or just Bumblebee if Aquaman's no good.
That's right. And then after that, we've got...
Unless it's really bad, in which case it's all Aquaman.
Oh, man.
It's going to be nothing but
all the way
Aquaman if
down.
it's terrible.
Let me check my dates here. So next week will be the...
Ooh, Tea with the Queen.
23rd. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So then the week after that, we'll do the wrap-up one. Then we'll take
nice.
a couple of weeks off.
Cool.
Yeah. Great. Well, there'll be a best of and then a couple of weeks off and then we'll come back and
Nice.
whatevs. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This podcast is part of the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Visit planetbroadcasting.com for more podcasts from our great mates. I mean, if you want. It's up to you.